Okay, so we've done Windman now. Now we just need to do Flame Man, which is going to be our next one. Flame Man is fairly straightforward as well. You don't need weapons for this stage either. Alright, so immediately into the stage you're going to slide, and then cancel here because you'll fall into the pit. Jump up on this one, slide off. I like to try and get a slide in here before I kill the Met, but that's not necessary. It's a little bit faster, but it's a little more tricky. Now you don't want to jump up onto the second one here, the second platform. You actually want to slide into here, slide, and then jump up and kill this Met as you're coming up here. Same with this one. Only you don't need to slide in the oil pit here, you just jump up. Alright, so in that middle of that fall I like to start charging. Slide over across this, so I can kill this guy with that charge shot. The top route is always faster here, so you'll want to jump up. Slide across these if you can. You'll likely have to cancel off of them in case the enemies light the oil on fire, like that guy down there. Alright, so you want to jump up and hit this as high as you can as you're going up the ladder. Now this next room has a turret in it that you need to shoot with this charge shot. And it is random, as far as we know, as to whether he actually fires that bullet. So, what you're looking to do is do a short hop and do that. That's the best, is if that happens. Let's see if I can get him to fire a shot. Okay, so instead of what I did there, what you want to try and do is slide in and revert and turn around so that you reverse damage boost. See if I can get it again. So you always have a backup for if he fires it, like that, and then you want to go up the ladder. Now in this room, these guys can only die from a charge buster. They cannot die otherwise. So what you want to do for this first guy is slide immediately into the room, and then as you're here, you want to jump up and hit him as you're landing, and then do a slide as fast as possible from then on. Like that. This guy you can ignore, you can just jump over him. This guy you absolutely have to kill though. Okay, so you only have to take 4 jumps on this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can make this jump. You can slide here to get a little bit further ahead, but it's more risky, so it's up to you if you want to go for that. Do a couple of slides here, kill this guy. There are 2 enemies now here, one up here, one right here. They take 2 shots to kill, so I usually have a charge buster for the first guy, and I jump to kill the second one. If you miss the second one, he often will throw down a flame to light the oil on fire, take the hit from that, and then you can damage boost across the flames. Now here you do not want to jump over, you'd think it might be faster, but it actually isn't. You want to slide underneath this one, and then kill this guy and go over. Now from here, I like to slide onto that, and then you can just, my bad. And then you can just take 2 steps, essentially, and jump up to that next spot. So this gives me the opportunity to show you what this first screen looks like. Let's see, that's what that's supposed to look like there. If you get the fire shot off, then you want to reverse damage boost it. Okay, so this is how the damage boost across that works. I usually take a hit from that guy as well, and then you can just keep going. Now for this room, you can either, on that spot right there where that flame was, you can either just slide off of the top platform, or you can jump over to this one because you'll fall into that pit, into that spot where the flame was otherwise. I usually like to use a charge shot and take out a couple of guys with me to reduce lag, but that's entirely up to you. Now here you want to go in with a charge shot so that you can fall, slide across that, and then kill that guy. That's the only guy you need to kill. Okay. Every ladder that you go through on a screen transition, you're just going to hit A to fall on as well. In this screen, we need to try and hit that spiny guy down there with a charge shot as we're falling. It's not necessary, but it is a little bit faster if we can. So if we do that... I fired that too early, so what we're aiming to do is hit him like that to jump up and then jump over him. Now these guys right here, they take 4 shots. A Charge Buster does 3 damage, so if you have a Charge Buster you can just hit him, do once more, and then keep sliding. Alright, these platforms, these little orange platforms, you are able to slide on, but it is, as you can see, risky to do so, so that's up to you if you want to try and go for them right away or not. These flame enemies also fire randomly, so you have to be prepared to take hits at all times. Alright, so for this guy here, I usually hit him. Let's see if I can get it. Alright. I jump over and then jump off the edge of that there. For this next guy after this, I slide off and hit him with a charge shot on my way down, and then as I jump up, I fire as soon as possible while still holding down the jump button to make the actual jump. Like that. And then you just slide underneath anything that he throws at you. Here you want to slide. If you can slide off of this into the oil and then jump up to the next one, if the enemies allow you to. He did not, as you can see in this case, so you just gotta jump across instead. You can always make this jump if you jump near the end of that state, or the end of that platform. Okay. Now, Flame Man with Windstorm is a fairly easy boss, but he is one of the most jumpy bosses in the game, so you have to be prepared to try and hit him in the air, and as you can see, this is a ground weapon. He has 2 attacks, one of these flame pillars and one of fireballs, and then he jumps at different heights all around the screen, so we'll see what he gives me. Okay, so he gave me fireballs. That's the pattern that you're hoping to get. Okay, I want him to do the flame pillars so I can... Okay. During the flame pillars, you can actually shoot Windstorm through them. So that's something you don't ever have to worry about if you have the boss weakness on this stage. And then I just try and center myself between these 2 green pillars. I don't really have a huge visual cue as to where to line them up at for that stage. Alright, we'll see if I can get a full stage run. Okay, I got very lucky. That guy didn't fire his thing into the pit. It hit the platform right there instead. Otherwise I would have been dead from that. But that right there is how you do Flame Man stage. And you can switch to Windstorm either before or after the second boss gate. Nope, I have Flame Blast now. I often menu using up. The screen does wrap around both directions. So I usually hit up twice, but you can just hit down twice as well for Windstorm on this menu. And that's Flame Man stage.